My name is Alex, and what I'm about to tell you is something no one believes, except me. It started like any other morning. I woke up in my apartment in Jakarta, got dressed, and walked down to the mini-market 2 blocks away to buy coffee. I took my usual route. The sky was bright. People were everywhere. Everything felt normal, until it didn't. At first, it was just quiet. Not just peaceful quiet, but total silence. No birds, no cars, no footsteps. I stood at the corner, confused, listening. In the distance, I heard the faint sound of television, but it wasn't coming from any specific direction. I called out, "Halo!" Nothing, not even an echo. As I turned to go home, I noticed something else. Usually, this street would be packed with motorbikes and vendors selling fried foods. But now it was empty. I quickened my pace. As I passed by the mini-market, I saw a woman standing at the counter. She looked at me and screamed, "Alex, is that you? What happened to you? Why are you covered in dirt?" I froze. I looked down. My clothes were dirty. My hair was tangled. I didn't recognize myself. I forced a smile. "It's nothing. I just went hiking." She stared at me, then turned away without another word. Something was definitely wrong. I pulled out my phone. There was no signal. I tried calling my friends, but it just rang. I checked my Wi-Fi. It wasn't working either. I ran back to my apartment building. It was still there. Same walls, same graffiti. But the lobby was abandoned. The glass doors at the front were shattered, and the elevator was stuck between floors. I climbed the stairs. The door to my unit was wide open. Inside, everything looked identical. Yet something felt off. My calendar still showed today's date, but the clock was frozen at 11:23 a.m. My reflection in the mirror was blurry, distorted like static. I thought I had gone crazy. Then I stepped outside again. The sun never moved. It stayed in the exact same position, casting long, eerie shadows. I tried to leave the city. I walked for hours, but the roads kept looping back. It was like being inside a copy of my world, but lifeless. A simulation or a trap. On the 3rd day, I started seeing them. Shadows that moved just out of sight. Whispers that didn't belong to anyone. I tried recording them, but the footage was always blank. No matter where I ran, I ended up back in my room. Same position, same cold coffee on the table. By day 5, I stopped sleeping. I stopped eating. I was losing sense of time and self. Then suddenly, I woke up. I was in my bed. Morning light shining through the window. Outside, I could hear traffic, kids playing, birds chirping. My phone buzzed with messages. Everything was normal again. I checked my calendar. 5 days had passed. I ran to my friend's house. He said no one had seen me for nearly a week. I told him what happened. He laughed. "Maybe you just blacked out." But I knew it wasn't a dream. I still have the bruises from falling in that empty street. My security camera shows me leaving the building, but never coming back. Here's the scariest part. Every night since then, I've had dreams of that place. Silent streets, frozen clocks, moving shadows. And sometimes when I wake up, I'm not sure which world I'm really in. If stories like this fascinate you, and you want to explore more mind-blowing mysteries, real conspiracies, and eerie tales from the edge of reality, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Who knows what story will wake you up next? Stay curious, stay questioning.